Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Bunch Notes podcast. This is Dan. Cass is not feeling well today. The coaching grind has gotten to him. His team's 3-0. They're undefeated, just mashing through teams. But we'll have Cass obviously back on Wednesday. We're at the Woody, but today, um, obviously Ohio State beat Grambling State 70-0. No surprises there. I don't really want to get much into it other than the fact that Ohio State very good. Grambling State is basically me out there. But I did want to do this episode because it's OU week, and we have a lot of people around the state are Bobcat fans, a lot of Buckeye fans. I thought to bring on the most unbiased, maybe a little biased, but I feel like he's kind of neutral. Is my good buddy Mark. He has a podcast, the Rip Borrow Steel podcast. It's a movie podcast, but check it out. Give him a 5-star rating. But we got Mark on. He's a Buckeye fan, but he also loves the Bobcats. You went to OU, I believe, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
So
Dan, hey, thanks so much for the plug there for the podcast. So I am first and foremost an Ohio State Buckeye fan. I grew up less than 10 miles from downtown Columbus, so that's my first love. But a very close second is my alma mater, the Ohio Bobcats. So it is a pleasure to join you here. This is my favorite college football podcast. I've been waiting for this for a while, so I'm ready to roll.
it's an honor. We've been getting on anyone who's asking this season, we're getting them on. It's a great season for us. But man, yeah, it's OU comes into this game. And we called it last week on the show. We said they were going to beat West Virginia. We were
Yeah,
on the record. They gave Rutgers a good fight. Honestly, could have beat Rutgers. I think Rutgers is a lot better too than people think this year. So
yeah.
that's not going to be a bad loss. Um, but they come into Columbus, man. They're pesky. I mean, what are your thoughts on the game? What do you think? Do you think they could do the improbable?
Well, exactly what you said with the Rutgers game. We were down 17 in that. And I thought with the style of play that we have, I was like, I don't know if we can get back in this game. And they pulled back into it. And honestly, we were like 5 bad snaps away from winning that Rutgers game because it was the center and the long snapper issues with just getting shot directly into the dirt. I think that really hurt us in that game. But I was very proud of that first week performance. Heading into last week, honestly, an unbelievable defensive showing. And keeping a power four team like under 200 yards passing, under 200 yards rushing. With our style of play, with the run pass option, they killed West Virginia in possession time last game. So it was 40 minutes to 16 of West Virginia. So any chance the Bobcats have is slowing it down as much as possible, getting those first downs, not rushing back up to the line, taking advantage of now the fact that the first down doesn't stop the clock.
I was following along because of course it was like the one game I wanted to watch was at
Yeah.
of course the same time as Ohio State, so I was like watching back and forth. It felt like the OU defense just played a crazy game because I every time I looked up West Virginia, it was like third and long or fourth down, but they were going for it, and just the defense held constantly. Navarro uncharacteristically had 3 picks,
Yes.
which
Which
I'm
we
not,
survived that somehow.
which is crazy because yeah, it's like Navarro played better I think against Rutgers, but they get the loss. But he has 3 picks and you guys get the win. That makes sense. But it was just crazy. I mean, I know I know I heard before the game that West Virginia like season West Virginia fans,
Yes.
they were buying season tickets, um, OU season tickets because they're so cheap. They're like what, like $200 for the season just to get the game ticket, and then
Oh, yeah.
they're reselling them on the secondary market. And apparently, like a lot of West Virginia fans went, but It was
There was a lot of blue and yellow, and just to kind of give you an idea, I think I checked a few days before. You know when you click on ESPN app and gives you like the Seat Geek like seats as low as
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, of
there
course, yeah.
was seats as low as $37 for Ohio State Grambling, and as low as I think it was like 129 for West Virginia OU. So just to kind of give you an idea there, obviously a big difference in capacity for the stadiums, but yeah,
No, but for sure. No, I remember because me and Cass were looking. We because we I ended up going to using all my budget this month to go see Ohio State, Texas. But we were
yeah,
considering doing a road trip going to OU West Virginia. I remember over the summer the tickets were not that bad. It was like I think in the
yeah.
50s. But yeah, the West Virginia fans they showed out. But it's crazy that like West Virginia's never won at in Athens. It's like they can't play there. It's never knew that.
Yeah, no, honestly, I track all of the Power Four, what used to be Power Five wins that we've had over the years.
Yeah.
You know, we've beaten Pitt, we've beaten Iowa State. There's I think we beat Iowa State twice, like Kentucky, Kansas, no, Kansas twice. So
Yeah.
I definitely hold on to all those Power Four wins.
Yeah, no, I mean I would too. Um, but back to OU, dude. So they're the defending MAC champs. Everyone really good season last year. This year, I was hearing rumblings on the Pat McAfee show today. They're saying if now I they obviously were probably gonna have to play Ohio State pretty tough, but they're saying that OU could potentially be a playoff team.
Wow.
That's yeah. I mean, we saw USF just take down Florida.
Yeah.
Going, I mean, as a fan of both teams, how do you see how could you see that happening? Like, give us the scenario that OU wins. Give us the perfect storm. Like, what would OU have to do to win this game?
So they really have to slow it down, right? Any first downs that they get, they're not rushing up to it. They need a similar type of like defensive stance that they had against West Virginia.
Mhm.
Looking at how the offense goes, I mean, it's all Navarro for us in a sense so
Yeah.
far. Like he's averaged 333 total yards, 180 rushing yards between those two games. They need to spread the ball out. Chase Hendricks is their top receiver. He's got 17 catches, I think, for like around 250 yards, something like
Yeah.
that. The
Yeah.
next guy's got like maybe 4 or 5 receptions under that. So they're really gonna, you know, key in on him. The Buckeyes will. So I think they need to spread the ball out a little bit more. They need to get Stay Bangura back in the lineup here and getting some first downs. He's somebody that transferred to Minnesota and then ended up transferring back.
I noticed that too. That's kind of crazy because it looks like in 20 he had his best year, what, 2022, like 1,000 yards.
Yeah, he had 1,000 yards. Yeah, he transferred to Minnesota. You know, didn't see the field. OU is one of those teams that has really felt the brunt of that NIL and transfer portal. Like Will Kazmarek from the Buckeyes, who just had a
Mhm.
big touchdown. You know, this last game they lost Bradley Weaver to Rutgers, who we played against in the first week. But that's honestly they need to have this a similar type of defensive stand, and they need more production outside of Parker Navarro.
Okay. So they're gonna have to, yeah, they're probably gonna have to get the run going. They need another receiver. I mean, look, I'm not counting OU out at all.
Yeah.
Um, let me pull up the tweet I had. I tweeted this a couple like a week or two ago, and people were calling me. They were laughing at me on Twitter. Like I was getting some of the replies were all time, dude. Just give me one second. I gotta pull it up. I was gassing up OU though, and I can't even
There
pull
you
it up.
go.
I said something along the lines of it was like Ohio State better not overlook OU. OU is ready to come wreak chaos in Columbus. This will be like a battle, which Vegas is saying it's like what, like a 32,
Yeah,
33
I think
point
it's 30 to
spread.
35 spread, something like that.
And I don't talk gambling on here, but like it's just I feel like that is a crazy margin considering I don't know. I feel like the talent is not that far off because
Yeah.
a lot of these guys, OU is a pretty good school in Ohio. Like it's like most people I know that like what like most OU people they're pretty comparable to Ohio State people. Yeah,
Mhm.
maybe not the football players, but like when it comes to like intellect and everything. So I feel like I feel like I don't know. I feel like it's just like a big in-state rivalry. The
Yeah.
talent's not that far off. I think it's going to be I mean, I think we're going to be in the third quarter, and it's going to be a one or two possession game, and it's going to be a good test. I really think it's going to be a fun one. The guys on OU are going to play with a chip on their shoulder because a lot of them probably thought they should be going to Ohio State.
Yeah.
It's a great chance for them to showcase their talents, maybe get recruited by Ohio State. I mean, this is their Super Bowl. Ohio State, they're looking for
Oh
the
God.
I mean, they have the bye next week. They're just trying to probably get to the bye.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, as far as with this game, if they're able to keep it close, there was a game in 2008, one of the Trestle games. It was
Mhm.
a 12-point win by the Buckeyes. Like if they can shoot for, something like that, that would be completely respectable. Not sure, not sure if we can get there. The issue that the Bobcats run into, or really any smaller school, of their size and resources, and now that we're in this post, NIL transfer portal era, is injuries, right? They just don't
Yeah.
have the depth when people go down. We lost a linebacker, Jack Freeze, who was our top defensive production. I don't know if he's going to be back this week. We had some guys step in, Michael Molnar, who played really well. But that's what you see when you start to see those injuries. They don't have that kind of next man up that the Buckeyes do, from the type of program. But if they could stay healthy, that's really what they need to do to be competitive.
I think too the trenches will be, I mean, that's the difference too. The trenches, um, like Ohio State, the guys on they're just massive.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm looking up the Winsipedia here, the all-time record. So they've played one, two, three, four, five, six, seven times. Ohio State is 6-0 because the one win in the last time they played, actually 2010, got
yeah,
got vacated for
yeah.
shouldn't have been vacated because we all know how I feel about that. But it's yeah, it looks like the
Win was
close.
vacated, then I must have not attended the game. Then I don't know where I was if that win was vacated.
And then I mean it's they really I mean for such like a for two schools that are like pretty close to each other too geographically, like
Yeah,
an hour away, the fact that the last time they've played they've only played two times in the 2000s and on like this millennium,
yeah,
and they've only played seven times total. It's
yeah.
kind of crazy to me.
Well, if you're looking at it right now, wasn't there like a break from like the 40s to like the 90s or something? Like they didn't play for like 60 years or more than that,
Oh,
maybe?
dude, it's more. It's like a nine. It's they played. They went so they played 1899,
Oh,
1990, 1901, and 1902. So they had like a 4-year stretch,
okay.
and then they did not play again till the 1999.
Oh, geez. Okay,
So,
I do remember. Yeah, I remember
so
that game.
basically a 100-year gap almost, which is crazy. And in that time, Michigan probably just won half a natty or something. No, they, and then yeah, and then they just played again in 2008 and then 2010. So
Yeah,
you would think they would be more familiar, which is interesting.
yeah. Well, the thing is I was laser set. Like once the Buckeyes went up, like I think 35 or 42 or something to nothing. Like I had a split screen, but I switched it over to just the Bobcats. So like,
Yeah,
is there anything you saw? Like it's a 70 to nothing win, so you're not seeing really any cracks there, but just like stuff you want to see improved.
I mean, honestly,
What, maybe not from that game.
no. I wish. I mean, because I obviously want them to always be improving and stuff. Maybe Julian doesn't. I mean, the pick just don't be
Yeah,
late. He was a little late on the one throw. I would like to maybe see James the running game outside of Bo Jackson,
yeah,
still not great. And James Peoples has to get going. Donaldson got in the end zone, which is great.
yeah.
Um,
Do you think Bo
but
gets the load of the carries this next game? Do you think that's going to shift?
I think he absolutely needs to get more touches based on well, I think we all watched him play and we're like he's faster. He's a lot more
Yeah.
explosive than the other guy. Now the problem is, can he pass protect? Does he have fumbling problem? I'm not saying he does, but like, does can he hold
Yeah.
onto the ball? Can he pass protect? Those are other two like critical things. So, but when it comes from like just a pure running standpoint, he's different than Donaldson and Peoples for sure.
Yeah.
He's the most explosive back on the roster, it looks like. So I would like to see him get more touches. I mean, I just really get the running game going. I and get Max Clare going. The tight ends though have been
Yeah.
so good. Like Will Kazmarek touchdown, Jelani Thurman had a touchdown.
Yep.
Um, Bennett Christian didn't have a touchdown, but he's been productive in the last like he's been making catches, having good blocks. Claire, I want to see get going. He didn't really do much, and then yeah, it just I can't complain about a 70 nothing.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not trying to nitpick or anything. I mean the defense I mean they pitched a shutout. I literally cannot
Yeah.
I can't say anything. I
Like,
thought the
what do you
defense
glean from that?
no, it just really and even with saying the one ball, like the pick or whatever, he was 15 for 15, I think.
Yeah.
And then the pick, it it wasn't the worst pick in the world because it was the guy got ended up getting tackled at the one. I just like I can't be like I need to nitpick saying because it's like he was so
Yeah.
wiped out before. I'm like,
Yeah.
if Will Howard did that last year too, I'm like if Will Howard put up the numbers he did, I'd be like, oh, he had a great game. Like I gotta like judge it equally. So
Yeah.
I just yeah, I mean I didn't really learn much though. I don't think we all it was just cool watching the young guys like
Yeah.
Riley Pettijohn, he scored a touchdown. Had a couple. He looked amazing. I love. I loved. Oh my gosh, why am I drawing a blank on the tight end? Nate Roberts. I believe Nate Roberts.
Okay.
And he's been playing like fullback kind of for Ohio State. He's like our fifth tight end. He's a freshman, but I was just watching him. He's going to be a really good player for this team in like 2 or 3 years. By the time he's a senior, um,
Gotcha.
but because he's like playing fullback and on the goal line packages, and then just like he was playing with the first team offense, and he was playing with like the third team offense. He
Yeah.
just wasn't coming off the field, and that like kind of I was like, okay, like that means he's a good player. If they're wanting to get him the reps, and he was lead blocking the entire time, but no,
Yeah.
no complaints about that. I'm just glad everyone got out healthy. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah. Absolutely.
On both sides too. I thought Grambling State for like given the talent, given the circumstances, what they were going up against, I thought they looked decent. Like they looked better than
Yeah.
Akron did last year. I thought like
Yeah.
it wasn't the worst performance. It's the problem is like Ohio State's just a machine right now.
It's a lot to ask to play in
If
that game
if
for
they
Grambling.
if Grambling State was week one, it wouldn't have been 70 nothing. It probably would have been like 55-3 or something.
Yeah.
But the fact that they're just coming off of Texas and
Right in those vibes.
yeah. Um, but that's why I'm like, I think this game could be a little tricky because it's
Yeah.
Ohio State's very confident. They just whoop Texas, they just whoop Grambling State. This one's tricky. I'm not saying it's a trap game, but it kind of falls because
Yeah.
it's like it's right before the bye. It's right there. It's a night game.
Yeah. Which that surprised me. I just now realized that. I mean, in the last few days, that it's at 7 o'clock.
I know we're so which is that advantage OU because you guys get the OU fans get the tailgate all day.
Possibly.
I think we're gonna have not like a takeover, but there's gonna be a lot of green in that stadium.
Yeah, I think so. I really do. And I think even, like people like myself that, are Buckeye fans first, just want to support where they went, right? Obviously, a huge network. It's an hour away. So,
I'm
yeah, I think there'll be a decent amount of green.
I know. I mean, I know so many people. Not even like you. Like I know my one friend group who like I'm in a group chat with. They're tailgating. I know another group of people that went to the game last week and they're tailgating. Like I know so many people who gone over there like that circled the
Yeah.
one. And Parker Navarro, they trust, man. Um, yeah, it's gonna be good. I think it'll be fun. I think it's gonna be good having a night game too.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, Navarro is special. He's Timothy Chalamet's favorite
Yes.
quarterback. I don't know if you remember him name dropping him on college game
Oh
day.
yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
but he is a guy that could have went somewhere else. He absolutely could have. So the fact that he came back, to this team, like, yeah, I really appreciate.
I mean, you guys had the Indiana quarterback last year,
Rorik.
Rourke. Yeah, he played at OU, and when he played against Ohio State, man, he didn't really look out of sorts. I didn't think. I
Yeah,
mean, he held his own for the. I mean, that was a good game up until late second quarter. The Buckeyes broke it open with the Caleb Downs punt return, but
yeah,
Indiana was right in there. I mean, it's it's going to come down to just I think coaching the game plan. If
yeah,
they come in, if Ohio State they're sloppy, they have a couple turnovers. If they don't get the ball, if like OU manages to get the ball at half, I think
yeah,
will help them. They establish the run. Ohio State can't run it. Um, that could that it,
yeah.
I'm not saying OU is going to upset us by any means, but it's an interesting game.
Yeah. And it's a first year head coach. I mean, he's been with the program for a few years. He was the offensive coordinator. Tim Albin left, he got the
Yeah,
job, won the bowl game against Jacksonville State last
yeah.
year. One of the things I wanted to mention is that Rich Rod didn't coach in that Jacksonville State bowl game, but he
Oh
couldn't
yeah.
escape the Bobcats next year, baby. They they tracked him down.
Yeah, that's so funny.
I had to do the Rich Rod dig.
That's so funny, dude. Yeah, I'm just really eager to watch this one.
Me too, man.
It's gonna be like it's either gonna be the most stressful game of my life or it's just gonna be a nice, easy Saturday night. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what to think. If I was forced to pick kind of like a score, I'm thinking they'll keep it close for a while, but it'll probably end up being maybe like a 38-20 or something like that. Not like a crazy blowout, maybe about a 17 or so point win is kind of what I'm thinking.
I think Troy's crying above me. Hopefully,
I can hear him.
oh gosh, listeners, I'm sorry if you hear
No,
Troy.
I'm sorry.
I am. We'll deal with him in a minute. Yeah, but I think it'll be like UC in 2014 or 2015. Um,
Yeah,
oh, I'm texting my wife. Get him.
no, you're fine. It's not that bad
Uh, no, for the listeners, for the pod.
for the
Pod
pod. Yeah,
comes
of
first,
course.
child comes second.
There you go.
No, I'm joking. I think it'll be like UC the year with 20 with Gunnar Kiel or whatever. What was that, 2014, where it was kind of
Oh yeah,
it was a good game and then like we pulled away. I think they'll put up some points. I think like our defense is due to give up something because there's no way they can be that good for that. Like I'm
yeah.
expecting some type of regression because they just pitch a shutout and they give up seven to Texas. So
The
they
number one
like
team in the nation. Yeah.
I'm like it's only fitting that Parker Navarro would put up like 21 or something.
Yeah, I would hope so.
I think I mean I'm gonna go. I mean I'm not gonna release my score prediction yet, but I'm probably gonna say probably I think OU scores at least two touchdowns. But Ohio State they'll get into probably at least the high 30s, 40
Yeah, that's what I'm
without
thinking.
without blinking.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean it's here, dude. Um, that's really all I got. Like not much to really talk about with Grambling State because it's just um such not a game.
Yeah.
Um, do you have any thoughts on the MAC in general?
No, I mean I am interested in what it looks like this year. Obviously, we've got Eddie George in his first year, in Bowling Green. We've got Northern Illinois on their way out. They bounced to, I don't know, what is it, the Sun Belt or something.
Yeah, yeah. That's so
Um,
weird.
yeah, I think that the conference is better than it gets credit for. We lost Tim Albin, our long time. He was with the program for like 20 years, so anybody can go anywhere, if they put the time in, right?
Yeah.
But he went to Charlotte for more money, but I don't think that's a better job
No,
whatsoever.
zero, there's zero chance. Um,
Yeah, so I don't know outside. I don't feel like I have a good feel for like who's still in the MAC as far as like players that transferred out and whatnot. Um, but I am confident that the Bobcats are going to repeat as
I,
champs.
I mean the other teams I saw as like a threat would be like Miami because they got Daquan Finn.
Hmm.
Toledo's always solid because they got Chip Trainum.
Yeah,
Um, and then next year I think the Mac's getting UMass though, right? They're
getting
trading
the UMass back. Yeah.
they're getting rid of Northern Illinois and they're getting UMass. That's kind of crazy. Because like
It's weird that UMass did that. I know it's kind of a tangent, but like, weren't they in a better basketball conference? Like, I feel like that. I mean, football's where the money is, I guess.
but like geographically, it just doesn't make sense to me though. It's
Yeah.
weird because it's UMass is all the way on the East Coast, and then everyone's in cornfields.
Yeah.
That doesn't feel right. Not
It's like it's Cal and the Atlantic Coast, right?
it doesn't make any sense. Like at least I feel like the Big Ten teams kind of have some semblance of a identity, but even
Yeah.
then, it's like the West Coast teams like USC, UCLA, Oregon, Washington. It doesn't like, and then I get that there's four. Like there should be like six though or something.
Yes.
There's not enough to justify. I don't know. It's weird. I think a lot of people feel that way. But man, that's all I got, Mark. Do you have anything else? Quick episode tonight. Nothing crazy.
Yeah, no, honestly, thanks so much for having me on. This was a blast. I'm a huge fan of the show and you and Cass and what you guys are doing. Keep doing what you're doing and doing the good work here and look forward to coming on again sometime.
Absolutely. Mark, thank you so much for coming on. Everyone check out Rip Borrow Steel. Give them a 5 star too if on Apple. It's a movie podcast. Like this is football. If they basically they take like I'm trying to describe it. They take a couple movies that are similar and
Yep.
then they basically like it's cool. It's like they take a couple movies that are similar and then they like do a whole what is it? Like they figure out
We
which
compare
one
and
stole from
contrast
each
them.
other.
Yep. So think Fast and Furious and Point Break, like
Yeah.
Armageddon and Deep Impact, those kind of
Yes.
like partner films, similar plots and themes. Yeah, we my co-host Pat and I have a great time with it. But yep, Rip Burrow Steel, check it out, Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you get it.
Real quick, what was ripped from Rip Borrow Steel, Ohio State, and OU? Which program ripped what from each other?
I guess OU was first, right? They were the first university in the state, so
Oh,
1803. So I guess
so
Ohio State ripped.
Ohio State deep impact.
There
OU
you go.
Armageddon. Man. All right. But everyone else, we will see you Wednesday for the show outside in the Woody, outside the Woody. I don't know. We got to figure out technically what we're going to do there. But we'll see you for the press conference. Thank you and go Bucks.
It's good.